Hello everyone, welcome back to the vlog. So this week's vlog is married to this week's practice, which is yoga for grief. Many of you, most of you probably already are aware that our local community had a incredible tragedy this week where 6 people were shot and killed at an elementary school in Nashville. And if you have been unfortunate enough to have this happen in your local community, then you understand it is so different when it happens near you. It's not the same as watching it happen to somebody else on the news. I mean, all of us here in Nashville are so sad and so shattered about it. You can literally feel it in the air all week long. And when I met my seniors class this week, I just sat down and said, it's been a really hard week. And we all just, teared up and cried because it's unbelievable, and whether or not you're connected to the victims or the circumstance at all, I mean, as a community, we are grieving. And so I just wanted to offer this on the Granny Yoga YouTube channel for anyone who's feeling heavy in their mind, heavy in their heart, heavy in their body, just giving you an opportunity to practice yoga in a way that will meet you there. So our practice this week is laying down, it's slow, and really the focus is on taking full breaths in and full breaths out, because that is literally all we can do sometimes, is just breathe all the way in and breathe all the way out. So I've been actually really wanting to do a yoga for grief video for a few months now, just because I've really witnessed a lot of sadness in my work and within the seniors community. And I do, one part of the work that I do is companion care. And so I have several clients that I just go spend time with every week. And there was recently about 3 months, about 2.5, 3 months over the holidays and into the new year, where almost every single time that I would go and sit down, like immediately they'd be crying. And we would just sit and talk for an hour or so about how they were feeling, and for a huge variety of reasons. And it really opened my eyes to some of the sadness and the sorrow that is present in these aging golden years. And I don't know that it's really talked about, because I've never really stopped to think about how difficult that season of life can be. And I think that when you're young, you're like, well, yeah, people like get old and they pass away, but that's your friend that you've had your whole life, or that's your spouse that you've been with for decades and decades and decades, or that's your home that you raised your children in, and the community that you spent building, and then you had to move across states to go get better care, maybe with your children or something, or maybe your pet that you've had for umpteen years and has been a companion to you has passed away, or a marriage that you tended to grow old together is ending. I mean, I could go on and on about the things that I have witnessed and held hands with people going through and walking through them, and people who have held my hand as I've also been in a really deep season of sadness. And so it's real. The grief is real, and I just wanted to offer this as a gift towards that pain, because so many things kind of seem ugly, right now, where there's good in the world, but it's really bursts your bubble when those hard things come along. And so just wanted to do what I can do to be a force for change, be a force for good, and be a light in this sad and dark time. So thank you all for joining me. And if you have a granny or a grampy in your life, maybe just reach out to them. It's surprising how lonely people are. And I have 6 children and I work. I mean, I'm at the prime of my life. Like, I'm busy, busy, busy. I don't relate to the swaths of time and the hours on end or the days on end without any kind of like meaningful connection. But I do witness that a lot, and makes me wish I could reach out to my grandparents, but unfortunately they're no longer here. So if you have a grandma or a grandpa in your life, just maybe send them a little love. Let's ripple that effect out into the world of care and I see you type thing. So have a great week. See you next time.